Makes dreams come true for area children facing obstacles. A fundraiser information, msg.com/GDFNYK. Knicks win tonight in Toronto. Over to the Wally Wall now with Alan and Wally, yes?
Thank you, Bill. You know, Wally, Knicks had 32 assists in this game.
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard Monica say that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the ball movement really was fantastic in this game. It took a minute for this offense to get clicking, but here's one play that shows you the ball was moving around.
Hockey assist for OG Anunoby, and he points to it. Does a good job. Look at him kick it out here. Here's two defenders on him, kicks it over to Alvarado, and then Alvarado kicks it over to Diawara. And watch OG Anunoby. Look, he kicks it over. No shot there. Look, he's pointing. Get it to Diawara. We want this guy shooting more. Let's go. Shamet wants him to shoot every time he touches it. Now OG's on board, too. Good closeout here, but Shed is small, so Shed can't bother a 6'9" guy releasing high. Shed was in a good position, but Shed's only about 6'1", 6'2", so Diawara's size allowed him to see over the defense and knock down that shot.
You wanted his percentages up, right?
Yeah.
3 for 6, 2 for 4 from downtown. Under control. Diawara with a nice 8 points off the bench. All right, late in the game, important to get to the loose balls. Don't allow offensive rebounds. And also important to cut. But you also saw something that allowed for the Knicks to get an easy 2 late in the game.
Yeah, this is a big bucket when the Knicks get a big-time rebound here from OG Anunoby. He fights off 2 Raptors, and look at the way he looks to push the ball up the floor. This is a really good job. Now watch this. This is the best part. Freeze it right here. Keep an eye on this guy. This is Jakob Poeltl. He's guarding Karl-Anthony Towns. As a result of him stopping there, look at all this room for Bridges to cut to the basket. This is Poeltl, the big man, who normally would run to the paint to protect the basket first, but he's got to be conscious of Karl-Anthony Towns pulling up and hitting a 3 from here, and that leaves the basket wide open. The Raptors can't get back on defense. Easy dunk in transition with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That is how important Karl-Anthony Towns is. The fact that he can shoot the 3, he opens up the paint so guys can get slashes and dunks at the basket.
Well, that's win number 40 for the Knicks this season. A season high 18 games over 500. Head coach Mike Brown now with his thoughts presented by Chase.
It was a good win by our guys. Physical game. Obviously, you give Toronto credit. They brought a lot of physicality to the game tonight. But I believe our guys responded the right way. We came out in the third quarter, couldn't score the ball like we did in the first half. But we hung in there defensively. And, to hold a team like that gets out and runs in transition the way they do, to 37 points in the second half is a pretty good half defensively, especially when they had 13 points for the game and when it comes to fast break points. So, we got to hang our hat on that end of the floor, and our guys are doing it. They're doing it with physicality first and then trying to go get that ball off the glass second. Our defensive player of the game was Josh, but we had a lot of guys step up. I thought OG was big on that end of the floor, too. It was a 2-point game, and it was a rebound that kind of dropped around the free throw line area, and he just went and got that thing. But Josh Hart was phenomenal in a lot of different areas, 50-50 balls, guarding different guys, steals, deflections, you name it. Josh seemed like he was everywhere tonight on that end of the floor.
You mentioned the physicality. I know it's nothing new for him, but what can you say about Jalen's ability to deal with that physicality at his size, just, every night?
Yeah, he's built for that, and it makes him that much more competitive as the game goes along, So if people want to be physical with him mentally, he's built that way, and physically he's built that way. So we're good with it. I'm sure he'd say the same.
Having the best defense in the NBA during this 19-game stretch. I mean, how much? I know Cat isn't known for his defense, but how much of this improved defense here during this stretch has kind of helped that?
No, it's been huge. Again, I say this all the time. One guy can't guard one other guy in the league. It's almost impossible, especially when they do call fouls. In the way the floor is spaced, it's tough to do that. And so you have to have 5 guys on a string. And the game right now is space and pace. And everybody looks at Cat and like, oh, he can't do it. Blah, blah. Well, he can do it, and he's showing he can do it. And we need him to continue to do it, whether it's in the pick and roll, getting back in transition, coming over to help from the weak side, or guarding his guy in a one-on-one situation. He's been fantastic, but he's also been really good at communicating out on the floor. I can hear him talking very loud and early and continuous with the coverages, because usually your big sees everything because he's on the backside. So give Cat a lot of credit for stepping up his game on that end of the floor, as well as the rest of the team.
For all the weapons you guys have offensively, are you enjoying that, to see that defensively, like a night like tonight, just sort of takes over there?
Yeah, for sure. We feel like we can score. And wasn't a good offensive game. We shoot 56% from the floor, 32 assists. But we didn't play well, especially offensively in the second half. To be able to know that you can hang your hat on that end of the floor is going to be huge for us, because the ball doesn't always go in the hoop.
MSG 150 is next. Got the Cavs and the Pistons. And Wally's alma mater, Miami, Ohio. What do we have coming up? Garden Dreams fundraiser continues until next Tuesday at 11 a.m. MSG.com/GDFNYK. $100 donation, a chance at some great prizes, all to benefit the Garden of Dreams. And here we go with the Audi MSG 150 final, the fastest 150 seconds in the National Basketball Association. We've got the Pistons and the Cavs tonight. Jalen Tyson been really helpful for the Cavs to get 22 points. Jalen Duren for Detroit. Remember, he missed all 3 games for the Pistons against the Knicks so far this season. 24 and 14. He made the All-Star game and had a double-double tonight. Dennis Schroeder driving past Tobias Harris. James Harden, playing with a fractured right thumb, had 18, and the Cavs tonight beat Detroit by the count of 113-109. How about the Charlotte Hornets playing host to Dallas? Knippel already has set the rookie record for most threes made. There's another one. Ryan Kalkbrenner here with the jam. Charlotte coming in having won 14 of its last 17. Knippel tonight, floater and 1. Had 13, 8 Hornets in double figures. They win 117-90. They're now 31-31. They won 15 of their last 18. Washington and Orlando. Paolo Banchero in transition. Orlando's been up and down, and Banchero reportedly not getting along with coach Jamal Mosley, but played well tonight. He had 37 points, tying his season high. Banchero lays that one in. Orlando victorious. Final score tonight over the Wizards, 126-109. Brooklyn and the Heat tonight. Miami up 12 in the second quarter. Bam Adebayo for the jam. Nice sequence there. Tyler Hero's had all kinds of injury trouble. Here to Bam in transition. Heat roll 124-98. Spurs 11-game winning streak snapped by the Knicks Sunday here in New York tonight. The Spurs at the Sixers. Victor Wembanyama swats away this Tyrese Maxey layup attempt. He had 4 blocks in the first quarter alone. At last check, the Spurs up by 24. So they're bouncing back. Carter Bryant hits a 3. It's all San Antonio bouncing back after the loss here on Sunday. All right. Alan Hahn's alma mater, LIU. Rod Strickland, the former Knick, congrats. NEC Coach of the Year. They've won at least 20 games for the first time since 16-17.
Hot Rod, way to go.
Wally Zerbiak's alma mater, Miami, Ohio, now 30-0. They beat Toledo. Wrap it up Friday at Ohio, the regular season. Wally.
Just
no
win.
comment.
Let that 30-0 speak. W's all around Oxford, 10,000 plus people. What do you have?
LIU, Miami of Ohio, and Cornell made the Ivy League basketball tournament.
Hey!
They finished 4th in the regular season.
Yeah!
Maybe this is their year. That's your MSG 150 final presented by Audi. Stay with us. Back now from the corner 3 presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. So, guys, the Knicks win. OKC beats the Bulls. OKC here in New York tomorrow night. SGA resting tonight. Hartenstein resting tonight, and we expect them to be in the mix tomorrow night for the Thunder.
You know, Shea's up for MVP again, and he now can only miss 5 more games the rest of the season, or he won't be eligible. Do you believe in that rule?
Yeah, it's a great rule. He better play 5 more games. I mean, he's going to try to be eligible, I would think. Jokic is another one that's like right on the cusp.
1 game.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Reminder, our Garden of Dreams fundraiser continues until next Tuesday, 11 a.m. MSG.com/GDFNYK to participate. A great cause. Thanks for participating tonight as the Knicks beat the Raptors 111-95. Welcome back, everyone. It's a big one tomorrow night. Knicks and the OKC Thunder. They're number one in the West. Great home test for the Knicks. Half hour earlier than normal. 6:30 pregame, game at 7. And also stream our coverage on the Gotham Sports app. Up next here on MSG, it's Knicks Shorts. Knicks and the Raptors tonight. Brandon Ingram went for 31. Clyde and Tyler had a visitor. Knicks outscore the Raptors 16-2 in the final 5 minutes to win tonight.